Hello nerds! This is my first video post-hiatus, and appropriately it's going to be a little writing update. These past 2 months have been the best writing months for me since I started writing. And I don't necessarily mean this to just be about word count, because I wrote 50,000 words last November, and there was a Camp Nano a couple years ago where I wrote 30,000 words in 1 month. By contrast, between July and August of this year, I wrote a little over 32,000 words, which for plenty of writers is not a lot, or it's a normal amount for them, but for me it's still a lot. And what's even more important to me than the word count is how consistent I've been and how excited and motivated I have remained. In 2 months, there was only one day that I didn't write new words, and that was a day that I spent some time plotting instead. That is not normal for me. And I think that there are 3 main factors that have really contributed to me having such a good 2 months. The first of those 3 factors is forthewords.com, which you heard us talk about a lot right before we went on hiatus. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Megan did a great video as an introduction to the website, so I will put the link to that here so you can see that. For the Words has helped me not only because it's fun to defeat monsters by writing words in a set period of time, but also because of the writing streak feature. To continue a daily writing streak, you have to write 444 words or more per day, and up until the middle of August, I think I had like a 43-day writing streak, which part of the reason I kept writing every day was because I didn't want to break that streak. I wanted it to keep going. I don't still have that writing streak going because there have been a few days in August that I only wrote 100 or 200 or so words, but it really helped me get through that first chunk of my manuscript without stopping. The second thing that contributed to me having such a good 2 months is plotting. I have done a lot more plotting with this book than I normally do. I'm not a pantser, but I usually do pretty bare bones plotting where I just figure out the major plot points in the book, I base it all off story structure, and then I just kind of go from there and fill in the gaps. But because of the nature of the book that I'm writing right now, I had a lot more ideas for those smaller events that happen throughout the story and influence those major plot points, and so I had a lot more plot written out, and I wanted to have a lot more plot written out so that I could push through this novel faster. Knowing what is going to happen next and not having to stop after every couple scenes to figure it out has definitely made it easier to write more words every day and to sit down and get started. And the third contributing factor to these 2 great writing months is a less tangible thing that is harder to reproduce, but I really think that it's because this book that I'm writing right now is very much the book of my heart. While I have loved every book that I've ever worked on, I'm not over here writing books that I hate. I wouldn't finish them if I hated them. This book in particular is definitely the kind of book that I have always wanted to write. It has a big cast of characters and a complex world, lots of twists and turns and political scheming. It's scary and ambitious and complex and the greatest joy for me to write. So yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun writing it. There are definitely bad days, of course, where the scenes and the characters just aren't working the way I want to, but overall I am just enjoying it and having a lot of fun, which sometimes you need writing to be that.